Hi there, my name is Lilian Motambo, also known as Lila Motams, also known as Gelawapa Z. I am a Zambian YouTuber based in the UK, and I am also a founder of Speak Up Zambian Youths. The initiative came up as a result of the many complaints that Zambians have addressed, and I've also addressed certain issues through my YouTube videos. As a content creator, I used my platform to speak up, and through that, the initiative was born. So many of us in the diaspora are part of the movement. Just like you in Zambia, you are also part of the movement. Together, we make Speak Up Zambian Youth. It's not about me, it's about you. Now you have the power to change everything that is going on. And as you have seen and heard, many of the people who are in government are under pressure. The political party which is in power, which is Patriotic Front, have issued statements which contradict what we have stated as a movement. They state that we have been sent by UPND, yet we have no affiliation. And therefore, I would like to urge you not to be scared by whatever threats. It's mere malice. Power is sweet. That is why they are shaken. That is why they have pushed even for the voters' cards to be registered only in October. And that leaves we in the diaspora limited from applying for the voters' cards, because not everybody can fly at the same time in October. And due to COVID-19 as well, some countries where Zambians are based are still under lockdown. What is the current government's motive? Is it to help the Zambian people or to benefit themselves? The reason why all Zambian youths have risen is not because a political party has spoken to us. It's because we have decided enough is enough. There comes a time in life when people decide they don't want to be taken for granted. And that is what Zambians have done. They have decided they put this government in power and they want this government out. On Twitter, there's a hashtag, Lungu out. No one influenced them. The youth did. For the fact that our freedom of speech is being oppressed. We had a youth meeting where a gentleman named Tom stormed the meeting, and the minister was chairing this meeting. It seemed as if the meeting was about them more than us. The Republican president of Zambia has ignored us, and therefore we will use social media to send a message. At the beginning of the movement, be it your page or my page or anyone's page, the current government thought it was going to die down. They thought we were stoppable. But now, with the wave at which everything has been flying at, they know that we are unstoppable. And therefore, on the 22nd of June, we are asking that every Zambian youth will have a black picture as their profile picture on their Facebook page to send a message that we have protested online. And we will have live streams on different pages addressing these issues. So many of you have no jobs. So many of you have no opportunities. Some of you are orphaned. Some of you don't even have any hope. And the government continues to ignore. As the government continues to ignore, PF cadres keep on getting contracts in government. They keep on winning tenders. We've heard of a $17 million contract, which was assigned to a pharmacy which doesn't exist by the Ministry of Health. Where is the money? Yet Zambians are suffering. We've heard of the gold, where even some Chinese have been mining gold in Mulemwa, and Zambians are suffering. We've seen Zambians being oppressed. in different businesses. And we can't just sit down there and watch our Zambians suffer. The pain of one Zambian is your pain too. The pain of any Zambian is our burden. And since we have been ignored, we have decided to take things in our own hands. Peaceful protests online. Speak about corruption. Speak about accountability. Speak about lack of opportunities. Speak about how vulnerable children are neglected, yet toll gates are being considered as a priority. We've heard and seen our president spending more than $5 million on toll gates. Yet, children in schools, in government schools, are sitting on the floor. Whatever priorities that the current government has, we don't care. All we want is that this government should be out. Here is a video that I'll be sharing now that a member of government is trying to spread false rumors. Listen to this and then I will add my commentary.
It's a known fact that Zambians are not ready to change government in 2021 as perceived by opposition in an alliance with media houses hostile to government. However, we are not surprised that the opposition and their allies have continued to peddle falsehoods against President Edgar Chagwa Lungu and his government on various issues, because telling lies, we know, is part of their DNA. For example, in 2016, the UPND campaigned vigorously against the Bill of Rights in the referendum, and today they are shamelessly crying for the same Bill of Rights, thus exposing their hypocrisy and double standards. Zambians will recall that the issues contained in Bill 10 were arrived at by consensus of many stakeholders, including opposition political parties and civil society organizations, and not the ruling PF as allayed by disgruntled opposition elements and the so-called human rights activists. Government has even gone a step further by publishing Bill 10 for every Zambian to read for themselves what Bill 10 contains. Similarly, President Edgar Lungu has ably managed the COVID-19 pandemic by putting in place measures to save lives and made available a stimulus package to revive the economy. In view of the foregoing, it is abundantly clear that Zambians in their collective patriotism and intelligence will not fall prey to the falsehoods being peddled by opposition and their allies. Moreover, we urge Zambians to dismiss the opposition's rantings and support President Edgar Chagwa Lungu as he is tried, tested, and means well for our great nation.
Okay, you have heard their propaganda. They thought by having Prime TV off that people will never speak. They thought by shutting down the Post newspaper that people will never speak. They have tried by all means to shut these bodies that helped people speak. But you cannot shut Facebook. You cannot shut Twitter, and you cannot shut Instagram. You cannot shut YouTube. These belong to Americans or whoever is involved that make money, and they don't care about your African country. I mean, as long as they have so billion users on Facebook or whatever platform, they don't care. They make their money. So let's use our platforms wisely. Let's continue to speak about these things. They are shaken. They are shaken. They can't believe that we can react the way we have reacted. We've done it very peacefully, and remember, be peaceful. Remember, no violence. We are a Christian nation that believes in peace and harmony. That is why they've taken advantage of us. And the church is quiet. Well, some pastors have spoken a bit, but the church has been quiet for a long time because some of them have favors with the government, so they don't want to cause friction. But you and me have no attachment, and we are not beneficiaries of any government or any political party, so we will speak. Don't listen to whatever videos where they say we are part of a political party, UPND. That's why we are suddenly moving up and talking about this and that. No, they are just frightened. They are just in shock. There comes a time when leadership ends. The mantle is no longer there. The moment the Republican president said he will teach people a lesson, we also decided to teach them a lesson by using social media. So don't be scared. Let's carry on with the movement. And for those of you who are waiting for your posters will be done soon. We've had a power shortage from the team that makes those posters. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to assure you that we are not stopping this movement. We are going forward, and we're not associated with any political party. And we're not just speaking to the current government. We are speaking to every political party that is interested to run Zambia. You need to show us that you will consider the youth more. We need at least 60% of the youth of Zambia to be employed and be working as part of government, and should also be members of parliament. We can't keep on the same level in the 21st century when our country is rich with resources. Accountability is key, and therefore you must satisfy us as a political party that you will meet our needs as the youth of Zambia before we can give you our vote. And we are serious about this. Are you a Zambian politician that wants to win the elections next year, 2021? Well, the youth of Zambia have decided that we need you to prove to us that you will be the right candidate for our next ruling of Zambia. You know why? We've never had a debate. So we are asking you to debate on these issues, have a panel, and speak about what you will bring to the table as the next president of Zambia. We are tired of singing songs that will just please you, and at the end of the day, when you are in power, you forget about us. Enough is enough. We are not just going to sit down there and wait for you to use us. ZNBC, 60% of ZNBC is owned by China. So everything that is posted there is controlled. But they can't control social media. Unless they decide to turn off Zambian social media. Otherwise, it's impossible. Businesses rely on social media. Even the government themselves rely on social media. So just tread carefully. Just know who you associate yourself with. Don't cause any problems. Be patient. Their time to vacate the seats is coming. 2021, we are voting. And we, in the diaspora as well, are fighting for our rights to vote, because we all can't travel in October. Don't mind what they say. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Please spread the word. Tell every Zambian youth that they need to have a voter's card. It's your right to vote.